Heartland fans, get ready, because what happens on Amy and Nathan's wedding day will leave you stunned. A day that should have been filled with joy, love, and celebration turns into one of the most emotional and heartbreaking moments the ranch has ever seen. And from the very first seconds, something feels wrong, so wrong that no one sees the storm coming until it's too late. The day starts quietly over Heartland Ranch. The sky is soft and calm, almost too perfect. The horses graze peacefully. The wind barely moves, and everything looks like the world is preparing for something magical. It's Amy and Nathan's wedding day, one of the biggest moments in Heartland history. But inside the house, there's a strange pressure in the air. Lou rushes from corner to corner, fixing small details, checking her phone, trying to keep everything under control. She's excited, truly excited, but something in her movements feels tight, as if she senses something that no one wants to say out loud. Jack stands by the window, watching the ranch with his usual steady gaze. He should be smiling, he should be relaxed. But Jack Bartlett knows life too well. Big days often bring big emotions, and he can feel a heaviness sitting on his chest. He's proud of Amy, proud of the woman she has become, but today feels complicated. In her room, Amy stands in her wedding dress. She looks beautiful, glowing, but her eyes hold a quiet shadow. It isn't fear, it isn't regret, it's something deeper: reflection, maybe even a whisper of doubt she can't explain. She thinks about her journey, the heartbreak she survived, the strength she rebuilt, and the path that led her to Nathan. She wants this day, she truly does, but that uneasy feeling refuses to fade. Outside, Nathan is surrounded by his brothers, trying to laugh along with their jokes. But his smile doesn't reach his eyes. Something weighs on him, a part of his past he hoped he'd buried for good. And then it happens. He steps away for a moment, just to breathe, and freezes. Someone stands a short distance away. Someone he never expected to see again. They don't speak, don't wave, don't move. They simply watch him, and in that silent stare, Nathan feels everything inside him tighten. Secrets don't stay hidden forever, not even on your wedding day. Back inside, Lou notices Amy's distant look. She tries to reassure her, saying she deserves this happiness. Amy smiles, but her thoughts drift far away. The ranch feels heavier than usual. Decorations shine bright, flowers look perfect, but beneath the beauty lies a tension no one can ignore. Guests begin to arrive, filling the ranch with laughter and excitement. But among the familiar faces is the same person Nathan saw earlier. Uninvited, quiet, watching everything. Nathan sees them again, and the color drains from his face. Amy watches Nathan closely. She feels him pulling back, not physically, but emotionally. Something is wrong, something big, and it's getting closer with every minute. Finally, the music begins. Everyone stands. The ceremony is starting. Nathan tries to breathe steadily, but his eyes keep drifting to the stranger in the crowd. His past is standing only a few steps away from the moment he's supposed to start a new life. Amy steps forward, and for a moment, the world softens. She looks radiant and calm, a picture of grace and strength. Her journey flashes in her eyes: losing Ty, raising Lindy, finding herself again, and learning to open her heart. Jack watches her proudly, imagining the people she loved who aren't there to see this moment. But then Amy looks closer at Nathan. His jaw is tight, his eyes flicker nervously, and Amy's heart stumbles. Something is terribly wrong. She reaches him. He takes her hands, warm and familiar, but she feels the tremble he's trying to hide. The officiant begins speaking about trust and love. Words that should bring warmth instead feel sharp, especially to Nathan. Then, without warning, the uninvited guest steps forward. The entire crowd turns, confused and silent. Lou's smile disappears. Jack's posture changes instantly. Even the horses seem unsettled. Amy looks at Nathan, whispering, "Who is that?" Nathan says nothing, and in that moment, Amy realizes the truth. He knows this person, and he kept them a secret. The officiant hesitates, unsure whether to continue. The stranger stops near the front, expression unreadable. Hurt, anger, something personal, something deep. Jack steps forward, voice steady, asking if they need help. But the stranger says softly, This is between us. Amy's stomach twists. Nathan finally speaks, voice trembling. Amy, I didn't think they'd show up. Who are they? She asks, a long silence. Too long. They're my past. He finally says, a past I should have told you about. Soft murmurs ripple through the guests. Lou looks furious. Jack stiffens. Amy's heart feels heavy. The stranger speaks directly to Amy now. He didn't want you to know who he used to be. Nathan whispers for them to stop, but the truth has already cracked open. Amy looks at Nathan, again, quietly asking, what are they talking about? Nathan swallows hard. Before I came here, I was engaged. Gasps spread through the crowd. Amy doesn't blink. She stands still, listening, feeling her heart tighten. It ended badly. Nathan continues, I didn't tell you because I didn't want my past to destroy what we were building. The stranger's voice softens, but it always catches up. Amy closes her eyes for a moment. She isn't upset that he had a life before her. She's upset she walked into this day blind. Why are you here? She asks the stranger. Closure. They reply. And because Nathan never gave me one. Nathan's shoulders fall. Amy's voice breaks the tension like a fragile thread. Did you still love them? No, he says instantly. I chose you. He reaches for her hand, but she gently pulls back. The officiant quietly closes his book. The ceremony can't continue. Amy finally whispers, I need time. Nathan steps forward, but she stops him with a simple lift of her hand. Guests leave slowly, whispering, unsure what to say. The ranch feels bruised by everything that happened. Amy walks toward the fields, needing space, needing quiet. Jack wants to follow, but he stays back, understanding that this moment belongs to her alone. Nathan stands alone near the altar until he finally finds the courage to walk toward Amy. He finds her by the fence, staring into the distance. You should have told me, she says softly. I know, Nathan admits. I was afraid of losing you. Amy turns, eyes heavy. Love can grow in shadows. Nathan's voice breaks. I wanted a fresh start, but the past came with you. She whispers. He apologizes again, sincere and shaken. She listens, but her heart is bruised. I believe you, she says, but believing doesn't erase the hurt. He asks quietly, do you still want us? Amy breathes deeply. I want the truth, all of it. Not today, but soon. Nathan nods, tears slipping down his face. I'll tell you everything. She doesn't smile or cry. She simply nods. I don't know what happens next, she says, but I'm willing to try if you're honest from now on. Nathan promises he will do anything to earn her trust again. And for the first time since everything collapsed, Amy gives him a small, fragile look. Not forgiveness, not rejection, something in between. A door that is not closed, just not fully open. The ranch slowly breathes again. Hearts are bruised, futures uncertain, but one thing is clear. This isn't the end, but it's no longer the beginning they dreamed of.